Well, good morning, guys. Russ from Willie's Firewood here. Happy Monday morning. I'm back in the wood yard. Kevin's got a head start on me. He's already gone and stacked one pickup load. He's working on filling the second one. I've been to the post office and everywhere else I needed to go. So let's go check on Kevin and see what he's got going on. So it looks like he's got about half a load in there. He's down there just splitting. So I'm gonna go throw some wood for him. I'll throw you guys on the tripod and we'll finish this load for Kevin real quick. Morning, Kevin.
Morning.
You miss me?
No.
No. We did a good job.
Yeah, we did. I did.
You did. I helped this time.
Yeah, for about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I had it all loaded for you last night though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, we worked together. So here's our next truckload. I got some pieces on the ground I got to pick up, but we'll get that on there. I noticed a couple people commented about my steel rim on the back of the truck. That's still from our incident at Hope. I've been looking for an aluminum rim to change because the one that was on there is no good, but we're gonna get this leveled off. We'll go stack it and we'll come back and do it again. All right, guys, typical firewood day. This is the day before a storm that's gonna be rolling in. It's gonna be a 3-day storm. We're gonna get a bunch of rain tomorrow, and then Wednesday night into Thursday, we've got 3 to 6 inches of snow coming in cold. I've noticed a trend, a very big trend in our area, and I think there's a need and a calling for it. So I've been on Facebook Marketplace because that's where you go when you need something. And I've been looking for a 6.5 foot dump insert for the Tundra. I want to be able to deliver half and third cords loose and be able to dump them and be gone. In the last 2 weeks, I've had 13 inquiries for less than a cord of wood with delivery. Typically our firewood is $300 a cord, $325 delivered. So I've taken the $325 and I made it $330. So a third of a cord is going to be $110 plus a $50 delivery. So now we're at $480 a cord, because we're charging for the delivery for the small amount. People don't seem to mind at all, and they've been asking for stacking. I don't like stacking, so we're going to try to do something a little different, and I've talked to some of the customers and they're totally on board with it. So if we can make this work, that's something different. Will probably come springtime. I'm not going to tell anybody what it is just yet because I want to make sure that we do our due diligence and make sure that it's situated first. But I'll spin you around. Kevin went to a doctor's appointment, and he's got to work tonight. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon or so, maybe somewhere around there. But we've got our third load for the day all on the truck. I'll show you that and we'll go get it delivered. So this is quite a bit more than a third of a cord. I'm going to stack this out. This customer, they're going to take a bunch, but they have a very, very small driveway. I can't get my dump trailer in there. I've always delivered with a pickup truck to them. So we're going to get this to them and I'll see what this stacks out at. I think it's going to be between a third and a half. I don't think it's quite a half. But there's a good amount of wood on the Tundra right now, and again, doesn't seem to mind it at all. We will weigh it out, and if what I'm looking at works, we're probably going to end up with a 1-ton single rear wheel truck, and I'll explain why in just a few minutes. So we're on our way to deliver, and I told you guys that I would tell you why a 1-ton single rear wheel, and its size. The width of the truck is narrower. The dump insert doesn't hang out like a regular 1-ton dump body does, so it keeps everything in a more compact size. It just makes it easier to fit. There are plenty of single rear wheel 1-ton trucks all over Marketplace, and it'll probably be that we use for an option. I think the small deliveries has a huge potential in our area, as we've got more and more people that are burning wood, but not necessarily for their primary heat. So if they could get a third of a cord of wood and have it delivered so that they weren't having to take care of 2 full cord at the same time or anything like that, I think it really warrants, and it's extra money. So the more times that we can make those small trips, the more money it makes. We don't deliver a very far radius, so the fuel really shouldn't be an issue. It's going to be way more than covered in the delivery. And with a small truck like that, I could even probably send Kevin out to do some deliveries too. So it makes everything a little more versatile. So I think it's something we're going to look at, but I want to test trial it with the Tundra, I think, if I can find a short bed dump insert. So there's another load delivered with the Tundra, and I had an idea. Let me tell you about it. All right, guys, so I don't know why I didn't think about this before. I've seen it on so many other channels. Joe from Ohio Woodburner uses them all the time. Britt from Foothills Firewood, he's got them. I don't know why I didn't think about it. Cargo unloader, guys, cargo unloader. I don't need a dump insert right now. Harbor Freight, here we come. Let's go get one. All right, guys, so we just left Harbor Freight, and I gotta say, I did really, really good. I got the cargo unloader, and I got Kevin and I a new rake to level the loads off with. That was it. Grand total, 70 bucks. So $70 gets us so that we can do this small delivery game. I think we might have just hit the jackpot. Is a dump insert worth it? Maybe, if we do something a little bit different. And we'll talk about that in another video, but let's go back and let's get this cargo unloader put on and see if it's gonna fit the Tundra. I think it will. So there's my proof, guys. Just a rake and a cargo unloader, that's it. I'm gonna sweep this sawdust up here out, and we're gonna get this cargo loader put on and see just how it fits. All right, so here's our cargo unloader. I have zero idea what it takes to put this on. Let's get this thing opened up and figure out what's inside it and see if we can get it put on, and we'll give a initial fitment and all that stuff. This is small investment if it works, so this could be a real game changer to get us into this small load deal, and I think, like I said, there's a lot of merit in the small loads of firewood. So let's get this box open and see what we got. Alright, so this is all there is to it. We've got some instructions. We've got our unloader, a couple of clamps, and our handle to unload it with. So let's put you on time lapse and let's see how long it takes to put this on. All right, guys, so I took you off time lapse. This 5 or 10 minute install was quite a bit longer with the Tundra, mostly due to the way that the tailgate's shaped. So let me spin you around, show you what's different and what we had to do. So if you notice right here, there's a bracket, and that bracket's at a pretty good angle, and you can see it's not sitting perfectly tight down on the tailgate. I had to drill an extra hole. There's 3 holes here. This 4th hole looked like it should have been there, but it wasn't punched out. So I punched it out, we put that on. These are loose, I'm gonna tighten them in just a second, and I'll show you what modification number 2 was, but that's tight, it's not going anywhere. It's pinched on there pretty tight, but let's open the tailgate and I'll show you modification number 2. So there was a bed protector here, and that stuck up too far. With that in there, even with the extra hole, there was no way to get the cargo unloader on there. So I went ahead and took the cargo protector off. It's over here, and I'll save that for later on. The handle and the keeper strap is right there, but all I have to do here is I'm going to tighten this strap up, and all you do to tighten the strap up is just pull down like that. That one's tight, and we'll do the same on this side. It's hard to do with one hand. Pull, cinch down tight. So those are on there, and typically what you would do, and I'll show you this on the next video because it's getting dark, but you'll take this cover and it goes into the bed, and we're going to load on top of it, and then we use that crank handle and we pull everything back out towards us. But that'll be on the next video. So for 50 bucks, it's worth a try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, so we're gonna give it a shot. So we got the unloader on, and this just goes to show, guys, it kind of goes with our motto. A little bit every day goes a long way. We did some little firewood deliveries, and they went a long way in helping to keep somebody warm. And we helped them by giving them firewood, but the woodhound community helped us. And I know you guys are thinking, how did the woodhound community help you? Well, if I hadn't thought of the other channels and the way that they do things, that unloader behind me wouldn't be sitting on the truck. Now, is it going to work? I don't know. That's to be determined. But there are so many different ways that we all do the same thing. Nobody's right or wrong. Nobody's any better than anybody else. Nobody does it any better than anybody else. The only thing is that some of us are faster than others, and some of us have different ways. It doesn't mean that we're better. It doesn't mean that we do it better. It doesn't mean that somebody should copy us. I don't want anybody to copy me. I want somebody to do what works for them. And that's the most important part. And I think if we all help each other, we'll be a whole lot further ahead than if we're competing. There's all kinds of people that want to compete. I can do it faster. I can do it better. I can do it bigger. I can do this. Doesn't matter, guys. Do what you can do. At the end of the day, the only thing you can do is what you can do. So keep that in mind. And again, a little bit every day goes a long way. Help someone if you can. Next video, we're going to see if we can get that unloader that's on that truck to work. But I got 3 days worth of nasty weather coming. So we're probably going to do some tutorial videos, maybe do some chatting while we're making some fire starters, because I haven't made those since this morning. So we'll have more of those to do as well. But we'll see you on the next one, guys.